if I was a good guy behind the desk. That I am not.
This production sucks.
Still offline.
We're online
here
on
we go.
Twitch. Oh, I
Yes.
opened it up so I could see chat.
See it now. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Osprey's here. We got the camera behind him.
Yeah.
He and Razor Beast are basically neck and neck. So we're gonna get Razor Beast caught up, and then we're gonna make the thumbnail come true. That's the plan for tonight.
Whoop whoop. Just in time for y'all to go back to Sunbreak.
Yeah.
Well, only for a little while, I think. If it seems like Title Update 4 only has like a couple. Oh, hi, Carlisle. Oh, let's see who else in our freaking lobby.
I think I've actually read what's in the new title update for Rise yet.
Oh well, we will be talking about that, sir. While we're doing that, people want to sound off on life stuff while we're waiting for Tom to join the hunt, and then.
Oh, I mean, you guys can go ahead with whoever's in your lobby. I figured it would be full.
It is never full, Tom. Not this game. Sunbreak's the one where it can fill up.
I'll give it a minute. Usually we have at least 7 or so people.
Yeah. How, anyone want to share what they've been up to this past week?
Honestly, last week's kind of a blur. Still doing a lot of the depression bullshit. I had like 4 days off, which was nice. Went to work today, did some hot tub stuff for like getting it back up and running. Yeah. Oh, got started with Absent Stars, sort of, which is the Warhammer thing Atomic Fox is running.
Yeah. How did that go?
So far only a few of us have done like the monologues to establish our character. So it hasn't like fully gotten started yet in some ways, but it's but we have officially like launched it. So
Awesome.
Nice.
yeah.
And we spent a little while talking to Kid about that, and it seems like a pretty neat idea in terms of using the rogue trader aspect of the 40K universe to do a like large. It's almost like a West Marches Light type game.
I don't know West Marches very well. It's basically we're all on this ship, and the rogue trader is an NPC, like the official rogue trader. But there's going to be some events that are like, if you're available when this event takes place in the play-by-post stuff, there will be things like an all-hands-on-deck event where it's like, oh, the ship is attacked. There will be some like Roll20 sessions that are played like a more traditional TTRPG adventure, but there's also going to be constant kind of background RP that can go on in the text in the play-by-post stuff.
Yeah, it sounds very cool and very ambitious.
Yeah.
We are waiting on moi.
Part of where Atomic Fox actually kind of... So, previously, the Atomic Fox has actually run a LARP. And that's part of where some of the idea of trying to have that background stuff came into play. And she's kind of using her background as someone who's done LARP to kind of help with structuring things and helping get things set up. So.
Hey, Cheryl. I almost said Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, how's it going?
Hey, Cheryl.
All right.
LARPing is actually one thing I've always wanted to try.
You gotta pick and choose your game carefully, though.
Yeah, the ones that are like close here in Cincinnati are all like the combat focused ones, and I'm not all about that.
Yeah.
My game is like chugging along.
Mine's not.
Yeah, it's got to be something on my end, clearly.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah. My controller's broken. My dad works
Yeah.
at Nintendo.
My little brother's playing it unplugged in port 2.
Let me see if I can fix this with something. I'm gonna check. I wonder, like, I had to uninstall and reinstall. Did it reset to like ultra high graphics settings? Maybe.
Oh.
Is your VSync turned on?
Who just joined? Was that Black Knight?
No, that was me.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Nate.
hi, Nate.
How's it going?
Hey guys,
The
Oh.
other Nate.
Oh,
is
right.
there another Nate?
I
Black
forgot.
Knight is a Nate. Well, Black Knight's a
Oh.
Nathan. So now you're Nate the second.
Oh,
Okay.
that
You have been
reminded me.
downgraded.
I
That's
did
fine.
have my follow-up doctor's appointment this last week. That was this week. So they said I'm healing pretty well. They referred
Sorry.
they referred me to physical therapy, and by the way, my physical therapist is awesome.
Great.
And basically was like, wait, they had you back, urgent care had you back on your feet in a week? Or less than a week? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically said if I sprain it again, don't let them tell me to put weight on it before a week.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
A sprain can turn pretty gnarly if you keep messing with it.
Yeah. And they got me set up with some exercises to basically strengthen the muscles around my sprain.
Yep. Mhm. Are you doing just setting exercises right now, or are you like moving through a range of motion?
Strengthening and range of motion. They're having me write the letters with my foot.
Excellent.
Which, yeah, and the back pain I've been having, turns out it was because I was compensating for. He said that's another reason they don't want me getting on it before a week. Is because too early and you'll start to strain your back by walking incorrectly.
Right. Compensating for the sprain.
Yeah,
Right.
your body is a set of dominoes. It's really, really like finely tuned machine. If you can, it can compensate up to a point, but if it keeps going, it starts to fall apart because something's out of alignment, which causes the next thing to come out of alignment to compensate for a while, and
Yeah.
so on and so forth.
So they gave me some stretches for my back. Because my back's been really grumpy. And they're also going to help me kind of rebuild some of the arm strength I lost by having to be sedentary.
All right, good idea.
So, yeah, because I was like, hey, by the way, I had to be, like, out of it for, like, not lifting things for a few, like, for a week afterwards. And I have to lift
Yeah.
50-pound boxes for my job sometimes with one hand. I was like, is there a way for us to help rebuild that as part of this?
Hand. Interesting.
So some of it has to do with I have to climb down a ladder with these boxes, and for safety, you have to have 3 points of contact.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why they have you carrying 50-pound boxes that require a ladder.
Because top stock and bottles of wine.
Interesting. I'm not sure why they don't have a safer method of doing that, but okay, whatever.
Well, we have 2 electric things that we can do. I still occasionally have to use one hand. Because I have to, like, push on some other boxes to keep them from sliding out while I pull the one I need
God
out.
Damn it! I forgot a cold drink.
Okay.
Hold on. Keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's strange to me because if you like every time I worked in any sort of clinic or physical job, you needed to have a physical in order to like get signed off by a doctor. Be like, you are going to be lifting this much weight this kind of way, and if they, and usually it tops out about 35, 40 pounds, or if it goes on a higher like pound percentage or whatever, it's like from the floor, not off the shelf above your head and down a ladder. It's usually very specific on how you're supposed to, but
Yeah, so
What?
all they did was they asked me, hey, can you lift about 50 pounds? And I was like, during the interview, and I was like, yeah, I can lift 50 pounds, figuring it was kind of a general, just kind of like, if you have to lift like a bunch of, like a box off of the floor sort of thing. And then I started the job, and it's like, lol, you might have to grab it off the top of the shelf.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, so long as you're feeling okay with that.
I
Rathe
think
says today on Player Guides we talked about OSHA for a long time. Very good callback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one where they talk about cranberries for a long time.
Hi, hello, how are you today? Hi,
Also-
hello, how are you today?
Also,
There we
today
go.
I discovered that officially, before I used the electronic lift thing, apparently there was a test I was supposed to take to get officially marked as someone who could use it.
Yeah, usually when they have a motorized vehicle or assistance machine of some sort, you need to get trained and or certified or licensed in like a forklift sense away.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So this is my first super physical job or job with like electronic equipment that's not like a computer style system. So all of this stuff I'm just like do, and then it sounds like some of this is not normal.
It's one of those things where it's not your fault, it's the people that are training and supervising you should know better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found out about the test thing because one of our managers was like, hey, so it turns out we haven't been doing this for like 2 years and we were supposed to. So we're gonna fix that.
It usually happens when they get a new safety coordinator.
Well, no, this guy's been there for a while, but he hadn't known about it, and then he found out about it, and he was like, oh, yeah, we're gonna fix this.
Yeah, a lot of my place, I've been there for like 12 years, and they forget to do things until a new safety coordinator comes in and is like, hey, you need to be doing this thing, and all of a sudden that safety coordinator disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Carlisle, that was a good cut. I'm impressed. Stole my fucking tail.
But yeah, so I'm honestly kind of surprised I didn't get hurt sooner from how you're talking.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you can even be like lifting everything like and feel strong enough to do it, but over time you're going to stress your body out. Like, say you carry that 50-pound box in your left hand all the time. Sure, you can actually probably do it. You'll even gain strength in it, but you will unilaterally gain strength in one direction, and that will throw off your spine, and it'll throw off your ability to, like, say if you did it all with your left side, your left arm and your right side of your core will get really strong, but then it'll start throwing, but it'll get so much stronger than the opposite sides that it starts messing with your posture.
So
Yeah, one direction is bad. This is a Bieber household.
Exactly.
So what I'm hearing is I should mention to my physical therapist some of this stuff so I can like get told how to prevent issues.
Yes, and also like start practicing this like all the time if you can. You know, they always say lift with your legs, not your back. Ask about like the proper way to squat lift, like deadlift something.
Okay.
And then also how to carry heavy pound objects. Either like try to either carry one heavy object in both hands, or if you need to split something in two different objects, find something else to counterbalance so you can actually carry two different things in each, like one in each hand, so that you can help keep your core balanced, because it'll start wearing on you after a while. And it might not even be while you work this job. It'll be when you get older. Your body's going to remember it.
And I'm
Yeah.
surprised because you're considered a retail. I can't think of the word, but you're selling stuff, so you're a good commercial base. I worked at a place, and anything over 25 pounds is considered a team lift.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, all sorts of like regulations.
Yeah,
greedy screw, go fuck you.
I'm-
Bam.
I'm trying to think of the
Oh,
math for
is that an ad? What is this?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a spam bot. Tom,
Oh,
can you,
jeez, okay.
since you're not hunting, can you go in there and give him a right old ban? It's been a while. I need it.
so
What if I don't want
What
so,
if I want to make some money?
and maybe I'm getting some of the math wrong. 12, like a general case of wine is 12 bottles that are 750 milliliters.
Okay.
The other size of box I might carry that's on the bigger side is 6 1.75 liter boxes.
So it might not be 50 pounds is what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, I'm going based off of what they told me in the interview. And that the boxes are very heavy.
Yeah. Okay. Pokes talk about Monster Hunter.
I mean, 10 pounds seems heavy sometimes in one-handed, so...
Yeah,
Yeah,
it all
well,
depends on like
so-
how far your arm
Are
is.
you carrying that at a full arm's length or what?
So
Yeah.
I only do one arm if it's down a ladder. Once
Yeah.
I'm off
Oh,
the
so where
ladder,
you're, like, yeah.
Yeah.
and
I have less.
it's a
problem
stair
with-
ladder.
Yeah.
It's a stair
Okay,
ladder,
that's
not
better.
a run ladder. I should clarify.
Yeah. That's better. That's,
Okay.
that's better than I was picturing it for sure.
Yeah, I was picturing that you're like on a you know,
Sorry, I'm used to.
ladder.
I'm just used to calling them ladders at work, but they're stair ladders. But
Mhm.
they're very narrow, so I have to like turn my hips sideways to even get through properly.
Okay.
Oh, can't catch me.
So who's getting
Oh,
prepped
that
for
second hit.
the title
Damn it.
update?
I
Yeah,
need to
okay.
do that.
Before we talk about the title update, because that's tomorrow, how
Yeah.
many synonyms of angry do you think the Monster Hunter team has access to? We've got Furious Rajang, Raging Brachydios, Seething Basil Geese. What is Devil Joe? Savage Devil Joe? I guess
Savage
Savage
Devil
isn't really
Joe.
angry, but it's close, right? It's on
Yeah.
theme.
I mean, they
It's
have
just like this angry monster, but angrier.
they
Um,
have
Oh.
access to the same thesaurus as we all do.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm curious what the next
Annoyed
thing will be.
Naharala.
Yeah. Pissed off Yangaruga. Ian Garuga that has been waiting in line way longer than it was planned
Perturbed
on at the
Gamazios.
DMV.
We need a Karen
Um,
one.
Agitated might be one.
Yeah. Yeah. Agitated.
Yeah.
Well, it's a skill. Agitator's a skill. What's up, Boom Headshot?
Hey, Boom Headshot, how's it going? Yeah, so title update 4. Tom, are you hunting?
Right
If you're
now.
not, basically, I'm going to ask you to do stuff.
Yeah, I'm not hunting right now since the
Can
lobby.
you look up? Can you look up the? We just finished the hunt. Never mind. I will look it up. I was gonna say what's in title update 4.
Velkana.
Yeah,
New-
Velkana. So if
Yeah.
you Razor
called
Beast
it,
and Osprey, if you're sick of Velkana in Iceborne, good
Too
news.
bad.
Yeah, it's
I couldn't
Vel-
get enough of
Tell
it.
me more where that came from.
Yeah.
Valkana's not too bad. It's just like really spontaneous.
I think Velkana's cool. In terms of like, Velkana's an elder, right?
yes. Velkana is what I was hoping would be Namiel, because someone spoiled it. Like they did a data mine.
Annoyed
and they-
Namiel. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
They did a data dump and they found that there was specifically because Monster Hunter uses the same numbering scheme for all the monsters when they reference in data. So there's like they could tell that there was an Iceborne monster that was an Elder Dragon that was coming out in the new title update. But they didn't know what it was, and I was hoping it would be Namiel. Chaos Gore Magala is coming to the not abnormal. That's not the right word. Boom
It's on the
headshot.
anomaly list.
Anomaly hunts. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that list got
Um,
expanded, I'm told.
We're up to level AR 220, which I am now AR 180. So I'm still like I haven't caught up to the end game yet.
Yeah, I'm way behind you now. I haven't played a whole lot of Rise or Sunbreak, so I should
So-
probably get into that again.
Real quick, I decided to look it up because I was curious. Some cases of
Mhm.
wine can weigh like 42 pounds, 31 pounds. Average is like 31.8 pounds typically for a case of wine, like a full case of wine.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are you wearing a back brace? Is another question.
Yeah. Do you have I would recommend like a lifting belt.
I am not familiar.
And I
It's a
wonder
nice-
if they would have it for like a small case thing, like the things that people use for appliances, the sister. I forget what they call it, but it's like a belt that you can put over your shoulders, like to help you assist you carry something.
Yeah, something to help support. It's
Huh.
worth asking at work.
Yeah,
It's surprising and disappointing that they didn't have that for you already. I guess this is like a little mom and pop store.
no.
Not like they don't have like a corporate headquarters, or they do.
No, this is a full-blown national chain.
Wow, that's
I-
very surprising for Seattle.
Almost everybody free lifts all of the stuff there that does any of the stocking.
Well, you
Like,
got the right technique, or you just don't care. That's fine, whatever. But
Yeah,
no.
Well,
like-
no, I mean I'm
just a heads
talking
up.
about like if it's a corporate store, there's corporate lawyers that want to mitigate liability.
Yeah.
So that it feels like that is a store manager or whatever that's not following corporate policy. I guess there's always the chance that corporate policy is stupid, but it feels less likely than someone's kind of ignoring
yeah,
corporate policy.
like honestly, I didn't think twice about all this because, like I said, most of my coworkers, for them, it's just like, oh yeah, no, why would you need anything? Like, you just be strong enough and you're good.
And this is all still under workers' comp and all that, right?
Yeah, my physical therapy is. I have 12 sessions.
I'm surprised that this is all going under their bill, but yet they haven't really tried to change anything.
I mean, the cause of my injury was me accidentally stepping weird and falling off a ladder.
Finn and Poe hitting him hard, man. Never underestimate. Corporate
you know what?
stupidity.
You're
Look at the
not
OGL.
wrong. You're
Yeah.
not wrong.
I mean, if you ever look at a machine
Yeah, true.
and you see a warning sign on there, that's because some idiot did it, but that doesn't mean it was their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Finn and
machine
Poe,
is
I gotta
built to need
ask,
to try
is
hard
your
enough.
screen name a ship for Finn and Poe from Star Wars? I'm assuming. Just
I think,
curious.
have we? I think we've
I-
asked
we
about
asked
it
that
before.
before.
I was
I
not
think
here
it
if you
is-
guys asked.
It's slash fiction, which I'm 100% in support of. They fucking I enjoyed The Last
got-
Jedi, but one thing that they did that I 100% believe it came down from on high at Disney is they robbed us of the OTP of Finn and Poe, and they gave Finn, which no fucking it's not Maria Tran's fault, but they cast her specifically so they could say, hey, Finn's not gay. What are you talking about? He
Mhm.
likes women and American beer and guns.
An American beer.
Like it was such a blatant, like, they panicked, right? They were
Yeah.
like, oh, people think they're gay, and it's like, yeah, like, because he and Oscar Isaac had amazing on-screen chemistry, so like, let Finn and Poe fuck you, cowards.
Good Wolf's here saying, did I hear someone say The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Damn, it
Oh,
really is
no.
true.
Bad hearing.
Do we? Ian, you are never gonna convince me that you don't have some sort of notification on your phone for whenever we are live streaming and I say something about Star Wars.
Or maybe
It
he
is
just lurks more
fucking
often than we think he does.
Like
uncanny.
a voice recognizer bot that sits in chat and just looks
Yeah,
at Star
yeah,
Wars.
Love it. Love the
Ugh.
chime in, man. It's great.
All right. Well, we've got like
Never let it
6 or
go.
7 people in chat or in the hunting hall. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start up a guiding lands for whoever might be into guiding lands, and then whoever wants to help Razor. I guess Tom. Now's the time to hop in and hunt.
Yeah,
Razor.
apparently I got to do an expedition, I think. I got to investigate the Elder Dragons.
Yeah.
And then I think
Alright.
as soon as you're done with that, you will get to do the thumbnail, which I do want to hunt that thumbnail because that is a
What's
fun
the,
fight.
What's the thumbnail tonight?
Valhazak.
Osprey, Razor, cover your ears.
Oh,
Well,
well,
it's the special. It's the special.
Spoilers.
one, Nate.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I
It-
know what
No,
you're
you're
talking
fine.
about.
it literally says it on my does it say it on my screen? No, it didn't. It doesn't at the moment. They told me what it
Oh
was.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, bring some heals for that one.
I already try.
Yeah,
Oh.
some heals, some null berries, just basically
Yeah.
whatever you can do to reverse that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely I wish this was the kind of thing they covered in like education in school, was like here's when to know when you're doing something unsafe at work, because, like, I didn't know the stuff I was doing was unsafe.
I
I wish
mean,
they would have covered finances more in
Yeah.
school.
it's what you're doing is not inherently unsafe. It's just that's not long. It doesn't take a lifetime perspective into account.
Gotcha.
But then again, that's like unless you like study like physical therapy or just physical fitness in general, and from a health point, like a health standpoint, as opposed to like a results standpoint in terms of physical fitness, you're not gonna know or care about it. You're just not.
Yeah.
Finn and Poe, you are most welcome. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
Did
Did we already
any-
cover what all is in it? I just now.
We just said Velcana. What else is there?
Volcana, a new Valstrax, which I'm super psyched about.
A lot of
Valstrax
new,
is my
like,
boy.
more
it's
higher
risen,
anomaly
right?
cap, all that stuff.
Yes, he has
Risen- yeah,
risen
Risen
into
Dragons
the
are back.
clouds, the fucking stratosphere.
I think that's it. But Risen Valstrax is level 160 master rank, so
Right
some
on.
of y'all got some catching up to do.
I probably have
to
some
get there.
grinding to do.
But
Valstrax,
I
you make no
think-
fucking sense, but I love you.
I think Title Update 4 also will make it easier to grind stuff. I saw somewhere in the notes that they're gonna like lower or maybe it's increase the amount of master rank points and anomaly rank points you get per hunt. Because right now it is those last like 20 levels or fucking 100 levels are a slog.
Cheeseburger, I like your armor. I know it's Lavasiath, right? But like, I like the feminine armor because it's way more sleek, versus like the masculine armor is super bulky. And I'm not a big fan of the big bulky armors that don't make any. I don't know. They're not fun, but I do like the look of what you got going on there. Cheryl asks, "How was D&D?" Cheryl, we recorded a Waterdeep episode yesterday with like a zero fucks given attitude, and it was like the best thing we could have done.
Yeah, it was.
We started
it was
off
a lot
like
of
with
fun.
Cameron being like, "I'm at a quarter percent right now, man. I'm not
Yeah.
even half day. I'm a quarter day Cameron." And
You guys find a goblin or whatever. I don't care.
It
I
devolved
threw-
from there in the best
I
way.
essentially threw a baby Tiamat at the party.
Yeah.
5 chromatic dragon wormlings on
Yeah.
some level 6s that had already been through the ringer.
I got a fucking triple kill.
Yeah, they panicked starting out. There was definitely an oh shit moment.
Yeah.
But soon they realized that I'm actually a very clever dungeon master, and I seeded some useful tools in that fight that weren't immediately obvious, but were I'd like to say
Based off
very
an
rewarding.
obscure ruling that no one does but you.
It's a good ruling. I
It
like
is a cool ruling. I like it. Yeah. Now that I know that you're like allowing it, oh my god, yes. Like
Yeah.
it is the key to my supremacy.
And I didn't. It's not a ruling. Like I told you that. You knew that before the fight. It wasn't like something. It's basically I
we
made
discussed
use
it in
of
a
the
prior
cleave
session.
rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I like the cleave rule. I'm gonna probably add it to my just standard homebrew stuff, or I guess it's not homebrew; it's an optional rule, but I'm gonna include it.
What's
You trying to get
what's
me?
the cleave rule? I didn't miss it.
If you
Yeah.
attack an enemy at full health and you kill it, the remaining whatever overkill damage you would have done, you get to add onto another enemy within reach of your weapon.
I seem
So
to
think of
recall.
it as
It
like the
has to be done with
Yeah.
melee weapons. But
Is that only if they're at full health?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a way to, if you're fighting a bunch of minions,
Mm-hmm.
it's a way to, like in this case, kobolds. It's
Yeah.
a way to if you're surrounded by kobolds and you're doing like a rogue sneak attack, 27 damage. Well, it feels like such a waste because they only have 5 health. But if you follow the cleave rule, then they can kill like 4 kobolds with that, or something like that. Now, the other thing that happens is there is no AC requirement. It doesn't see the AC requirement on the creature you cleave. So you can use the cleave rule if you follow it, for example, a dragon wormling has an AC of 17, but a kobold has an AC of 12.
I see.
If you're attacking a kobold and it's next to a dragon wormling that is next to you, you can attack the kobold, deal damage to the kobold, kill it, and then cleave some of that damage into the wormling. So the party was not as
this
and I
was
guess
custom
this is
built
spoilers.
for my guy here.
Yeah. Well, Fed got to take advantage of it too.
True. I
it
just
was,
like I have a 10-foot reach, so I was like, everybody on this half of the room dies.
Yeah.
I would like to hear
Combined,
Ian's take on how it went.
He
did
you
great.
will. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did great. He was, I think, like a little playfully annoyed. Oh wait, Ian's in chat. Yeah, Ian, what
Yeah.
do you think
Yeah.
of it? I forgot.
I think he was just like,
Or
I
did he
want to
leave?
do
Hold
that
on.
too.
Star Wars.
Star
Ian,
Wars,
Star
the
Wars.
Last
Yeah,
Jedi.
Star
Ian,
Wars.
Star Wars.
I have been
The
summoned.
Last Jedi.
A theory, Star Wars.
My theory is it has to be it's set to recognize me saying it.
Okay.
It's got voice recognition.
Yeah.
I would love if like we had like an infernal travel agency, but it's just Ian's character's perspective on how the campaign has gone so far.
Oh my
You know,
god.
Ran into this bullshit, and then my stupid sword didn't work. And
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
this no good, very bad Garbo baby sword.
I would unironically love that. That would be very funny.
That might be an April Fool's
Yeah.
travel agency.
But yeah, it was fun. It was we only did one session because D&D Beyond was being fucky, so we didn't
Yeah.
get to do. Oh my God, he's here! Ian, what did you think of D&D last night? The people are asking you how you felt about the session.
What do you nerds want?
Oh, I had to delay on that. I didn't see that till just now.
Yeah. So Ian, while you're typing what your thoughts on the session was, basically, Cheryl, we only played one session. We try and go for two. We haven't done a double this whole year so far.
Yeah.
But hopefully the next time we will. Just different things have prevented us from being able to do a double session.
Mhm.
I'm
Fuck.
gonna
Miss
get
me.
the
I'm
cutscene
actually-
out of the way.
Yeah, do
Oh, sure
that
thing.
because we're all in guiding lands right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is everyone in guiding lands?
Well, because
I was wondering where everyone's at. I'm watching the stream.
Razor's
and I was like,
Razor's
what's going
doing
on?
something that's only 1v1ing Belkana. Otherwise, I would have helped him too.
Well,
Oh,
I'm trying
gotcha.
to do this stupid investigate, and they say the only way to do it is like if you do like optional things for the Elder Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Osprey, you just did that today. What does
Yeah.
Razor Beast need to do?
You find blue glowies.
Blue glowies.
What
Yep.
the fuck is that?
Basically
Traps.
your lightning bug trail needs to be blue and pick up whatever that leads. Like pick up like pieces of Elder Dragon. Granted, it's best to do that with maps that have Elder Dragons on them at the time. So
I went to Elder's
know.
Recess.
You did Elder's Recess.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer Elder's
smart.
algebra class.
Yeah.
I feel like I
it's not-
prefer
that's
Recess.
Not comparison. It's it's in. What is the comparison to Recess? If you were at my school, if you were a quiet kid and you didn't want to play outside, you could do independent study time, which was basically like
yeah.
recess in the library.
That's
Oh,
kind of
really? We never had that. They're like, get the fuck outside. We're tired of looking at you.
Only well, the thing I always liked was if it rained, we would have to have recess inside, and that means I
Yeah.
can get my Game Boy out.
Yeah.
That was that
Oh wow,
good.
we were never allowed to have anything like that.
Oh, we could only do it inside. If we were outside, we had to do outside stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Cheryl. That was Sunday. Was that D&D session? I played something on Saturday. I think. Oh, Icewind Dale.
I started that
right-
session and then I had a major migraine that just knocked me out.
They made some pretty good progress. The party is exploring the ruins of the Netherese city of Ythrin, and they fuck. They are finding the steps for this magical ritual that will allow them to get past a magical force field into the center of the city. And they got
Just bring
they're
your
now
dinosaur
four-
that eats force field dogs.
Yeah, they have 4 out of the 8 steps done, so some good progress was made
I get that
yesterday.
reference, Nate.
Thank you.
Woo! Excuse me.
Oh,
But it
that's
was good.
creepy.
They met an ice devil. They chose not to free him from his prison.
Oh, good.
And we'll see the consequences of that later.
We got Ian's response. He doesn't like being the Gimli to my Legolas.
Oh, okay.
So-
I got
Which is
yeah, Ian.
because he's the
Oh,
elf.
hey,
and
Henderson.
I'm like the grungy human.
So,
Henderson, a reminder. Sunday, Dragon of Icefire Peak. This
Be
Sunday.
there, be square.
Sunday. But we're
Your
playing
ticket
the
pays
normal
for the
time.
whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Yeah, 9 p.m., not 8 p.m. Or not 9 a.m., not 8 a.m. And then, Henderson, if you could, I recognize that I talk to you on stream like this a lot, and it's probably not like the most convenient way to convey information. But I like to do things when I think of them. So, Henderson, if you could do me a favor, I want to do a group shot photo. Can you make a version of your character in Hero Forge and send me a link to it so I can do a group photo? Thank you. Okay, Good Wolf. I get extra cred for playing on hard mode. I'm not super comfortable playing Gimli to Nate's Legolas, but I'm a ranger, so I get extra cred for playing on hard mode. I maintain Nate cleaving 4 enemies and 1 attack still only counts as 1. I love it. Osprey, what were you gonna say?
if they had chosen to free the Ice Devil, there might have been problems with Fire. Because honestly, Fire already kind of doesn't trust people because the ice, or the arcane blight, and he has a whole
Yes.
thing about demons and devils. So like, I don't know how that would have gone.
Yeah.
So fiends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fiends are no good. It's definitely one of
No
those.
bueno.
I
I mean, by definition, they are not good.
Well, that's kind of the problem, I think, is and Atomic Fox and I talked about this. Dungeons and Dragons, at its core, because of the way it's changed over the last 40 years, its moral viewpoint is a little inconsistent. For example, we're playing Avernus, Nate, right?
Yes.
Fiends are inherently evil.
Yes.
God, I am like, what is healing me so good? Someone is out here just like
Yep.
max healthing all the time. But the Avernus, the gameplay of Dungeons and Dragons incentivizes you to try and make your character as strong as possible. And in Avernus, a big way you do that is working with the fiends.
Oof.
So
Or trying to lawyer your way through their bullshit,
Yeah.
whichever way you want to do it.
if someone is playing like a lawful good paladin that is that views fiends and anything like in that spectrum as antithetical to their beliefs, I don't know how a character like that could make it through Avernus, because you'd fucking die in Fort Knucklebone. Like as soon as you like get to Maggie, like she is an NPC that you need to have help you, and
Yeah.
how can they work with her? So it's interesting to think about that.
You could try and kill her, I guess, but
Yeah,
You know.
but then like you have all of Fort Knucklebone on you.
Yeah, that would be playing on hard mode.
I'm not saying
Sure.
it's not without consequences. I'm just saying it is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing I've gotten frustrated with D&D that just kind of has made me start to cool off towards the system is I feel like they're trying too hard to be too blank when they're not built for it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, the vestiges of the older system, of the older iterations of the system, are strongly themed.
Yeah.
Oh no, my coral region went down. Why?
And
Because your other one went up.
because and
Like I said, when one goes up, other stuff goes down.
and on top of that, like I feel like they're just trying to put so much more of the work onto the DMs than really is fair. Like I feel like they expect the DMs to be able to understand enough game design to fill in the gaps, which that's putting a lot of pressure and a lot of work onto the DMs.
Yeah, I
When-
get that because I've been reading through the module for the Spelljammer one. And
Oh,
it's like it's so freaking vague, so vague.
Yeah, like the more I look at their new stuff, the more I'm just like, I feel like y'all are just being kind of lazy and expecting the DMs to make it good for you.
I think it might be a symptom of the corporate culture, is that they probably, like, the team who writes it probably wants to do a good job, but they probably have constraints, either time constraints or word constraints for material sake or whatever, that limits their ability to put stuff in. Like,
Yeah.
I remember in 3rd edition when they didn't work for Hasbro, those books were fucking huge and they had a
Oh,
ton
yeah.
of stuff in it, tons of lore. But ever since 4th, I think, is when Hasbro took over? I don't know. It just seems like it's been trying to be video gamey and it feels like they've been writing with an arm behind their back.
I would push back a bit on that. 4th edition has the best
you're right.
Dungeon Master's Guide.
That's true. They probably have some of the most reading material. That's my bad. So 5th edition maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, fifth. I think it's something in they saw what it's a, and we've talked about this before. It's a case of they are they are chasing certain sales, and they recognize that GM resources don't sell as much as player resources, so that's where they put their focus on. It's an unfortunate reality of the way they're doing things.
Yeah. Cheryl, we have not started playing Avernus again, although we did get the group together to do a recap session, mostly so I can get more details and player perspective and character perspective on certain early events in the campaign to help with my Infernal Travel Agency episodes.
Yes, so keep an eye out on who's doing. Oh, Razor, are you doing like a quest?
No, I'm just trying to get the stupid Elder Dragon thing, and that's the only way I can do it is in these stupid options quests.
Oh, interesting.
I did it with a regular expedition where I just went out to the area.
Yeah, it might be faster to do it through an expedition than a quest.
Provided that the Elder Dragon is out there.
Right.
Yeah, I just went to Elder's Recess and got the stuff from the expedition.
I'm almost done with it. I've just done a Volcano one a couple times.
Alright. Looks like my group is actually full for this one. Alright.
Yeah, I know. I'll wait.
You snooze, you lose, man.
I'll do it with Razor Beast.
Wow, thanks.
How's that silver medal there, buddy?
Participation badge going in.
But yeah, no, those are some of my thoughts on D&D, and the more I look at other systems, the more I'm like, yeah, they're just being unfair to the DMs, I feel like, because it feels like they expect them to do the work for them in some ways. Not fully.
Yeah. Dead Space. I would say odds are likely Dom is playing Dead Space.
Tom, have you beaten Dead Space?
I've beaten Dead Space many times. You talking about the latest
the remake? Yes.
I'm assuming
I
Hari today is asking about who's
so
coming.
Hi Hello Ari today is specifically talking about the original Dead Space.
Yes,
that came out in
2008.
Welcome
Visceral,
to
rest
the
in peace,
conversation.
Visceral Games. So I beat the story. I didn't have as much time last week as I wanted to, but I beat my first run through of the remake on Saturday, I want to say. Usually it takes me about 12 hours to do a run through. This took me about 15, 16 with all the side stuff. But it's good. I really like the remake. I think it is one of the best done remakes I've played in the past couple of years. I talked about it I think on last Monday, whenever we streamed last. But it's good. Highly recommend it if you played the original. If you haven't, it's still just as good, and it's got the AI director, which makes it a lot more fretful in terms of just backtracking through hallways and things. But yeah, it's really good. I started my one gun run on Sunday, I think, and I am about halfway through that. So it's pretty good. I will say I'm biased because I like the first two Dead Space games a lot. But yeah, it's really good. The graphical updates are great. If it's not as optimized for like lower end cards, but it's pretty good. It is my favorite survival horror game to date. So yeah, highly recommend it.
Razor, I just want to
Yeah.
point out that I'm getting so much Elder Dragon research in this Valhazak. It's so much, like a lot. Great
Oh,
time.
that's interesting. The quest you're on, Razor, is a one-person quest.
I made
Yeah.
it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
You're not allowed on my mission.
That's fine. Let's see. Hey, hi, Shanice. How's it going?
What's up, Shanice?
Cheryl says it's funny. I think the adventures have gotten better, but the setting books have gotten worse. I assume we're talking about D&D again. Do I feel the same way? Let's see. I think so because like, Adventures Guide to the Sword Coast and Eberron were strong setting books, but at the same time, I feel like Tyranny of Dragons and stuff at that time, and what was the other one? Princes of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Were very weak adventures that needed a lot of love to like get functional. Whereas nowadays, I think the adventures I'm really like Ram of the Frost Maiden. You know, you get your misses every now and then, but Ram of the Frost Maiden is really good. Radiant Citadel is really good. The adventures are good, but yeah, the setting book. I guess like the last setting book was Spelljammer, and I mean we've talked to death how disappointing that one was. But to that end, I am excited. Yeah, Finn and Poe. People are checking out Pathfinder and other stuff. Yeah, we're playing Pathfinder this month, and Razor Beast, who's here hunting, is running Starfinder this month, which I'm really excited for. Which I guess if you're on the Discord, I think there's some open slots for that again. I don't remember.
I think there's 2 spots.
Oh, speaking of TTRPGs, I get to try I'm trying to think of the name. Warhammer Age of Sigmar TTRPG. It's not on the server, but somebody I know is running it. And that it's a lot more heroic.
What you said it's Warhammer Fantasy?
Age of Sigmar specifically.
Oh, fuck.
Basically, you start off the game getting a mission directly from God.
Yes, Age of Sigmar is like the sequel to Fantasy. After the apocalypse happened,
Yeah.
they set up the Sigmar universe. I've heard it's fun and it's a lot more heroic.
Which I'm
and,
dying for.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of playing one of the.
Oh, I fainted. Shit.
Oh wow, that went fast.
I didn't realize my life had been halved and I was in a dot. That was my bad.
So,
Oh,
is
did you
there...
all fail the quest?
Yeah. Badly.
Good news is Razor is about to do the same exact quest.
Yeah.
I gotta get to the cutscene real quick.
Voice.
So, Age of Sigmar, I find it interesting that by default, like if you're not playing one of the Stormcast, you're actually literally bound by souls, by the deity, going, yeah, you're going on this mission and you're going together and your souls are tied together. Like, literally.
Yeah.
You can't...
Instant group bonding.
Yeah. And I'm actually thinking about playing a Stormcast, and they're basically heroes that get reforged by Sigmar's hammer when they fall, and they're essentially kind of angelic, but they were heroes in life and then got chosen and made as Stormcast. So I'm gonna try playing with that.
Hey, Black Knight, how's it going?
Hey.
Hello.
Not bad. I just got a bit delayed because had to go back out and grab something, but
No worries. I think we'll have like 6 or 7 people in the hunting hall now. So Razor, Osprey, and 2 helpers are gonna do Black Veil Hazak, make their thumbnail come true, and then the rest of us can do some grinding lands.
Oh, is there any
Grinding.
some special items I should take?
Whatever fights
null-
the miasma.
Yeah, null
I don't-
berries, a lot
Okay.
of health.
Effluvia, I believe it's called.
Yeah, effluvia resistance stuff. If you have the gear for it, It's like you can get away with it with regular Valhazak and just kind of, brute strength your way through it. But
Black Veil Valhazak will fuck you up.
yeah,
Yeah.
its new ultimate is pretty
not-
radical, and especially when you fight it and it's getting towards the end of the hunt. It's gonna make you fight it in an enclosed space, and it's
Oof.
it's pretty rough.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get
Does
your
it still
respirators.
like half-life you as soon as you get like
Yeah.
near it?
Pretty much, yeah.
It rough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm kind of curious about that. I still want to like get into a longer term Pathfinder game at some point to see kind of how progression goes.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen like how progression actually goes with Pathfinder yet. Like I've played single session stuff. But
My intention is after I'm done with Rhyme, I'll keep running Waterdeep till we're done, and then I think I'm gonna replace Rhyme of the Frost Maiden with a Pathfinder Adventure Path, like whatever the first thing that came out for second edition is, and just run through that whole thing to kind of get, well, my sea legs about me.
yeah, because again, it's a lot of it is I want a sense of how progression works, like in practice, and like how it actually goes.
Yeah. Rathalrosa, yeah, must come true. Thumbnail. Oh, got it. Henderson, I see you. Cameron, have you heard about Food Fight? I
The
think I have-
anime?
This is the event that's happening
not sure
at
about Food
the FCC stadium. It's like a food competition that's happening next Monday.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend, but it sounds like a really fun event.
Hmm.
Two
Let's-
like local chefs are putting together, while we're waiting.
Are they going to
Oh.
actually like throw the food at each other, or is it just?
No, no.
Damn it! All right. I'll
False
spot it.
advertisement.
What have we gone over so far for the stream? D&D.
We talked about title update 4.
Physical therapy.
Yeah.
Work regulations.
Yep. Probably
Oh.
more so than people would have liked.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's an important topic.
Continue.
All right, I'm gonna start up a guiding lands thing if whoever is left can do, because I think we got like 8 people in here now.
Yeah.
We can do some guiding lands, and then when Razor is ready, we can hop into.
I'm in it, and I've already
Uh.
got full group. I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit!
yeah.
Never mind.
Razor Beast,
I did not-
Cheeseburger, Carlisle, and me.
Well, never mind. Oh wait, Nate, fucking hop out
Oh,
so Osprey
it
can
didn't-
hop in.
Oh. Well. shit, yeah.
Holy shit!
I hit join and it didn't let me. Oh,
I feel like he didn't even hit me, and he killed me.
Oof.
oh,
All right, here. Let me hop out so Osprey can get in. I don't need to do this.
You need to
Food
carry me
Fight
though. I need to be carried to the
513.
finish line.
Chefs Kayla Robinson and Christian Gill are running Food Fight 513 this year. I think it's the 10th anniversary. Yeah, February
It's-
20th at TQL Stadium. It's basically the stadium is giving all attendees free parking for the event. Bring a dish for the potluck.
Nope,
And if you, oh, go ahead.
I still can't join.
Why can't you join? I wonder.
It still says it's full.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
out now.
if
You should
someone-
be able
if
to
someone
join.
disconnects, I don't think you can hop in for whatever reason.
That's weird because I just returned from the quest. I didn't drop. I didn't my connection wasn't lost. I just decided, nope.
No, I think once 4 people join, it doesn't let anyone else join. Here, Osprey, you start it up, and I'll instead of doing guiding lands, we'll hop into yours, so people
Alright.
aren't waiting for.
Can I join back into it?
So when's the title update coming out?
Oh yeah, okay.
Tomorrow.
I can't even join
Oh,
back
shoot,
into the
really?
thing I was in.
Wow, that's
Well, you guys
rude.
are fighting a man down.
So it's Volcana and Valstrikes, right?
Yeah, it's just those 2. I wonder if there's a surprise monster, or if it's really going to be that small.
I feel like they're probably gonna
That
have
was
some kind of
that was
surprise.
also how big the TU2 was. I believe.
Did I re-eat?
I thought it was at least 3.
Was it? It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Let's see. Title update 1 had Espinas, right? Risen Camellios.
And then I think that might
Gold
have
Rathian and Silver Rathalos. Title Update 2 had Flaming Espinas, Mitsune,
the oil one.
Risen Teostra, so 3. And then Title Update 3 had Risen Kushala Deora, Gore Magala,
My favorite.
Chaotic Gore, and I think something else.
I
Yeah,
think it was just- it's been a while. Doesn't matter. I was just wondering.
Available quests. Alright, under the Veil of Death.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's.
Yeah, once people are ready to go, I'm good.
I put on my edgy costume and I'm ready to go.
Here, I can jump out of this if you want to get in on it.
And I don't know who's carrying my ass with debuffs, but thank you. In this.
Hang on.
No, I think Nate, we're good. We got 4.
Well, I've already done all this stuff, so if anybody else hasn't done this or wants to do it again or something, it doesn't matter.
I think
to me.
everyone in the hall is currently in a quest.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yes. You do not need to make room.
Okie doke.
Unless Tom chooses now to hop in.
You're good. I'm actually gonna get off here in a few minutes to get some dinner.
What you gonna have?
Do what?
What are
What are
you
you
gonna have?
I'm going to have lo mein.
Ah,
Nice.
damn, that sounds good. There's not.
Yeah.
I don't know of any good Chinese places here. There's some
I was gonna
sushi
say,
places.
what's like the standard like Chinese, Indian, Mexican around you, if there is
Well,
any?
Honestly, it's been surprisingly really good. There's a place called India Clay Oven that is incredibly good Indian food, and even their like lunchtime buffet, stellar, absolutely awesome. And then there's this other place called Jabam that is a ramen shop and other various Japanese stuff. Really good, great bubble tea. There's a place called Eat Thai. It's a tiny little place. I wouldn't recommend eating in there unless it's a very obscure time of day because it's only got like 10 tables and it fills up fast because it is awesome. You're better off ordering and giving yourself about an hour to wait because it is. I mean, for a smaller place, it is optimally staffed, but that's still not enough. And then there's been I've seen a couple of Japanese steakhouses around here, but I have not been to them yet. And then
I need to find me a new Brazilian barbecue place.
yeah.
I've not had that before.
Mm-hmm.
You
Brazilian
never went to
barbecue's
Buena
really good.
Brasa?
I don't think so.
I went to a Brazilian steakhouse in Colorado when I was there for training in Denver. That place was fucking amazing. Pricey as hell, but really good.
What
Yeah,
was
we
it?
went to. We used to go to one in Liberty Center. It was like $40 a person, but it was really good.
Yeesh.
I'm trying to remember the name of the one I went to.
Oh, here we go.
Foco de Chao, I think?
That sounds Portuguese.
It was real
This is
fancy.
not the best place to be fighting this guy, but I didn't think about that before I shot him.
Oh ho ho! So it is the consequences of my actions.
Well.
Shanice, I find most Japanese places in the Midwest aren't great. Advertising Japanese food, but are really just a general Asian fusion. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I guess it's marketability, but I find that it's like a lot of Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean people open up Japanese
I miss
restaurants.
pho so much.
And I would prefer to eat, like, I would prefer
Oh shit.
to eat the food that someone knows best. Like, I love Vietnamese food, I love Korean food, I love Chinese food.
We've had a lot of pho places open up in Cincinnati recently.
Yeah,
We
it's
got
awesome.
a pretty decent Vietnamese population.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think it's just a result of marketing. People know Japanese food and they know sushi, so that's what like if you want a business to get like popular and recognized, that's what you make. There
I
are a
miss
couple.
Greek. I miss
There are a
Mediterranean
couple
food.
good Japanese places in Cincinnati.
We have a pita pit, and that's about it.
That sounds good though.
I mean, it's not bad. It's better than nothing, but I do miss.
Wait, Val Hazak can fly?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can fly.
I did not know that.
This
I
one
don't
can
think
fly.
I ever saw it fly in a fight before.
Yeah.
I think
think
this
I-
one does. I don't know if the other one does.
It might
Well-
be the environment. It normally I
Yeah.
always fight Val Hazak down in the like.
Yeah, I never see him
shithole.
fly down there. He always like walks. That's weird. I've never actually thought about that.
Yeah.
I just kind of assumed he was always like pasted to the floor, like all the
And
I
down
see
we go.
issue.
Black Knight holding on to dear life.
Does that wait? So, based on how Val Hazak works, is that just like that whole hive network of organisms making it fly?
I like to imagine its wings aren't actually what are propelling it, rather it's just filled
Ow.
with noxious, lighter than air gases.
Hmm.
It's just full of methane. It just kind
Yeah.
of floats like a
Yeah.
balloon.
It's just a walking flatulent. Okay.
Yeah, they should add a sound effect for when it's flying, and it's just.
We are currently at 82% health here, folks.
That would be my favorite Macy's Day Parade photo of all time.
Oh, I have been watching the Owl House again.
Ooh.
Hannah and I are almost caught up. We're almost done with season 2. We just watched the episode that takes place in Emperor Belos's mind. Or actually, no. The episode we just
Ooh.
watched was when they were trying to get all the kids in the school to forcefully get them into a coven.
Oh.
It's the sort of thing where I'm really, really enjoying it, but I can see all the places where they're having to rush the story
Yeah.
to, like, it is an incredibly heroic effort by that writing team to like be like, well, fuck us, we had 4 seasons of story or whatever it is planned out, and the last 2 seasons we have to condense into 3 45-minute episodes. And cut out stuff in the second half of season 2 to try and like make things fit. But it's a bummer because it's like if you like good children's animation, out the Owl House is fucking cream.
Well, and I like one thing I noticed about like, and this isn't a spoiler or anything, but in what I've seen of season 3, they seem to do a lot of almost montage moments that
Yes.
I feel
I
like
haven't
would
seen it
have
yet, but
would have shown like what they wanted to do in other episodes.
that's cool in 2 ways. One, it's a neat like trick that they're doing to tell their story, and 2, I like that they're still showing like they did it. It sounds like if they're doing that, then they cut minimally, and they're like, these are the things that happen. It's just we're not going to be able to dedicate 22 minutes to each one of these things.
Yeah.
I like that. Have you
Um,
fall, big boy.
That's gonna miss.
No, you got it.
so yeah, like I do like some of the messages in the show. I'm kind of digging.
I'm trying to remember if this actually works. Oh, it does.
Any specific ones you want to point out, Osprey?
Maybe when I'm not trying to not die.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I thought Vod was blind. I didn't actually expect that to work.
No, it's got eyes.
The chief message of the show is timeless. Be gay, do crime.
Hell yeah.
Like I like how they're just like, hey, treating people poorly
We
because
really want to fight it over there?
I
I
don't know.
I got distracted.
It's probably my
Um,
fault because I've been doing. I've done about 51% of the damage, and it's really pissed at me about it.
Got
yeah.
it. All right, sorry, what were you saying?
So like one of the messages I really like
Oh god!
what is the hey, don't treat people poorly just because they're different, you assholes.
Yes.
Like, that's a big one on a personal level for me.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, why'd we end up back there? Oh.
Because it aggro on me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, I was just sitting over there. Hold on, I need to sharpen. Alright.
I feel like there's a theme of it's a very anarchist theme in that what they're trying to do, like
We're at 54%.
the coven system, the governmental system, it's all about like someone trying to manage chaos for their own personal gain. And like I want to put these people into boxes for my benefit versus letting people be who they are. Which is like, it's a very, like you said, to me that's a good message to clearly, like, they make Emperor Belos, they don't try too hard to make him like super sympathetic.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of see where he's coming from in like certain self-preservation aspects, but he's also just a piece of shit. And it's like the story's okay with like him just being a piece of shit, and like this guy, what he's doing is wrong, and no matter what personal shit you go through, like Lou says something very specific. It's like, I get you want to go home, but like it's not worth hurting people.
Yeah.
And that's before she even knows like everything that he's doing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's simple, but it's like, you know, correct.
Yeah, and I feel like... Sorry, try not to die.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't refer to myself as an anarchist, because you do need a certain amount of, like, stability when you're working with, like, large communities. But I do appreciate he's being super controlling. This is a problem.
Yes.
And I think some of this is, it kind of shows the problem when you're obsessed with, like, kind of worshipping a person and following everything they do and say you should do. I feel like it could almost be a dig at some of the people who lead purely by charisma, even though they're terrible.
Yes, absolutely. 100% like cults of personality and authoritarianism.
That's the word I was looking for. Cult of personality.
Nice, man.
I think Cheeseburger carried us, man. Cheeseburger carried us this way.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger is so freaking hot right now.
Cheeseburger's paradise.
This actually kind of came up in my brain a little bit when I saw a thing about some new stuff Trump said, and I was like, that guy shouldn't have even gotten where he was, and if he actually ended up in charge, things would be very bad.
It's incredible to me that that is a real risk. That is, like, it shouldn't be surprising, but I guess I was being naive.
Like, I don't anticipate he'll win this next election, because he's lost a lot of the power he had before. But at the same time, like, seeing that someone that was president being like, oh yeah, if I get elected again,
Oh, fuck me. What the hell killed me?
The gas, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
It halves your life and does a dot if you don't fix yourself.
I'm gonna hang back so I don't, because I've been 2 deaths so far. I don't want
We're
to
at
cost you this.
34% of his health left.
okay.
Alright.
But, like, seeing someone who was our president at one point saying, oh yeah, if I get elected again, I'd just make trans people illegal, is just like...
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and then some people either are okay with it, or they're like, oh, he doesn't really mean that. Or
Yep.
they might even say, that's not what he said. That's not what he
People
meant.
who say he doesn't really mean that are okay with it. I think
Yeah,
at
they're
this
okay with it.
point,
They just don't want to
after
be. They don't want to be seen as the bad
6
guy.
years of experience with who he is as a person in like the public eye.
Yeah.
Like how can you not know by this point?
Because you know, the news outlets don't report unbiased, factual things that would cover him like that.
Yeah,
Your
but
Fox
like,
News
it's people have seen his own words.
Some people don't. Some people will blindly follow just because it's party lines. They don't actually know anything he's ever said.
Yeah.
I guess that shouldn't surprise me either.
I should know. I know people that do that. That like, and not to mention, sorry to say this, but working in certain fields with certain demographics, that's exactly what it is. They have no clue. They just say, you know, they just think, you know, he's red and I'm good with that.
Yep.
I'm good.
Are you talking to us or yourself?
Myself.
Okay.
I got nearly close to death like twice in 5 seconds. So, oh god, there we go again.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the timing of when I cannot get hit by the
Just bring
gas.
anti-phobia resistance if you can, but
I don't think I
know
have
who
that.
was doing all the
If you can't.
debuff in our group, but whatever it was very helpful.
We are at 29%.
here's hoping. Oh. Anyway,
If I drop out, will it get easier?
I don't think so.
I don't think it scales backwards, no.
Okay.
Because he has a total of 70, just above 70,000 hit points, and he's currently at 20,000. 20,003. Watch out for the big one.
But yeah, Owl House is good. I've got catching up to do on the Dragon Prince. I guess that got a new season while I wasn't paying attention. And I like the Dragon Prince. That is after I run Avatar, or convince our friend Scotty to run Avatar. I want to run the Dragon Prince TTRPG.
Ooh, I didn't know they had that.
I believe it's out. It's being put out by Fandom, the same company who did D&D Beyond and is doing the Nexus.
Okay.
They're putting out like a Dragon Prince system.
Isn't Fandom also the one that does like all those wikis, or hosts all those wikis?
Yeah, which I didn't realize it was the same company. I like them for their character sheet database building stuff. I do not love their wikis, but
Yeah.
I'm not really a wiki person. Ooh, I got smacked.
I started watching Chainsaw Man over the weekend. It's actually pretty good.
I
Okay.
still haven't seen it.
I've heard of that, but haven't actually seen anything about it.
Yeah, I've had it recommended to me a couple times. I'll have to check it out at some point.
It's got a little bit of like, I don't know if anybody's seen High School DxD. I can't think of it now.
I
For a
haven't.
second, I
That
thought
is
you were going to
really-
say High School of the Dead, and I was like,
No.
oh my god.
Well, I've seen High School of the Dead. That's pretty good.
High School of the Dead hit a certain sweet spot for me when it came out. Little Cameron.
Made you feel things, huh?
It made me
Yeah.
feel
Oh.
like, oh no, I fucked it up. I'm
We were-
sorry.
We were at
Cameron, you're
12%
throwing.
left.
I don't know. I'm watching the
12%
stream right
left.
now, and oh no, Cameron, you fucked it up.
I'm sorry.
You fucked it up in the future.
All right, I'm not gonna join. I'm not gonna join the next hunt. You all, whoever wants to
Ugh.
do it, will do it better without me.
Did he die 3 times?
You
I died
twice.
3 times.
Can you?
No,
did
I-
you? No, he
All
died all
three?
3.
I was all 3 on this one.
I thought I was gonna make us lose, but somebody kept on saving my ass with debuffs the rest of the games. I was like, thank you.
Okay, bring anti-phobia resistance with my boat. Okay.
I'm gonna restock my stuff here. Let's see.
I gotta
My
do
friend,
Elder Dragon research again.
My friends got me into Guild Wars 2 over the weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all around.
It's free to play now, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, except for the expansions, but that's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright,
see.
let's
All right.
Black Bill has
Hangout says,
Zoc.
man, sad performance today.
It's
I'm
like
gonna go.
I miss the socializing and the guild part of MMOs, but I do not miss the grinding.
Yeah.
I feel that 100%.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
actually feel like in a lot of ways our Discord has like replaced that. Like, I don't play an MMO because I've got people to talk to online doing other stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna
fair.
do Guiding Land, so I'm out of your way. And then
I'm
you can get
pretty sure
3
that...
good hunters to help you Osprey, so I'm not there fucking it up like that.
Make sure
That was
Cheeseburger's one of
embarrassing.
them. He had something that was just saving our ass the fight.
Cleanser booster, maybe?
I have no idea what the fuck it was, but it was
Maybe.
he was healing and getting rid of that.
Fluvia resist. Give me.
Carlisle, your build is awesome. This fucking bushy as shit. I think that's awesome. It's got the super long ninja scarf.
Kenny says,
No.
Cameron, we all have off days.
Okay, I've got anti-ephuvia. It can't hurt me anymore.
You can't hurt me.
It's a distant memory.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I feel like it's a cop out, an excuse, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Since I've been playing Sunbreak to get ready for Title Update 4, my controls are all off.
Cheryl is asking about how non-D&D TTRPGs are going, which we have a lot going on now.
We have a lot of that going on.
I know Osprey
more to
talked
come.
about the Warhammer 40k one recently. I haven't played anything since the last. This weekend was a D&D weekend. We didn't do Cyberpunk this weekend. Or did we? No, on Friday we
No,
just
it
did like
was-
downtime stuff.
Yeah, I think it was last Saturday we played Cyberpunk Red. My
Yeah,
first
we
time
talked
playing.
about that during the last live stream.
Yeah.
I still have a session of Transformers TTRPG I need to run.
Yeah, we gotta
but-
coordinate that.
Yep.
That's my bad.
No, it's not. You're the only one that's responded. It's
Oh.
fucking the other two.
Do I need to?
Go bang a pot and pan at your roommates for a little while.
Me and some friends started a third-party 5e game. It's like based off of Bloodborne. If anybody's played that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I have not
interesting.
yet, but I do love the aesthetic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've not played it, but I know a lot about it. Now, when are we getting that PC port?
Oh, Ian and
Never.
I talk about this almost
Never.
every Wednesday.
Never. Every Wednesday.
Every
Yeah.
Wednesday. That and something about motion controls, probably.
Oh yeah. Speaking of motion controls, Nate, I don't know if you saw, but Lauren has seen the light.
Oh
She's
really?
recognized the
Oh.
error of her ways and that she has been living in sin.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
the
Oh.
couch thing.
Oh, okay. I
She
was.
is she's now playing Skyward Sword properly and recognized that it is not a terrible game. It
I
was in
haven't-
fact her
I
who
haven't
was
actually
terrible.
played that in like
Mhm.
almost 10 years now. What's good
Oh.
about it again?
So So from what I saw, she saw that she found out that it was because of the distance between her and the Switch that the motion controls didn't work.
Mhm.
Yes.
Which that I feel is like you aren't gonna necessarily know you're too far away.
I don't know.
No,
about
but I feel like when you something doesn't work, at least for me, I start playing, like I start experimenting to figure out what does work. I was surprised that she put like 50 hours in the game and didn't figure out a way that did work. But now she says she's enjoying it, so there you go.
Mhm. I think people's major problem with Skyward Sword is that it requires actual technique to sword fight people, and they don't like learning.
Gotta study the
Yes.
blade.
They
I'm gonna
want
use
to
this-
love Skyward Sword, but they're too weak.
I'm gonna
Yes,
use this window to
exactly.
bow out real quick. I'll
Alright,
probably
man.
be in chat for a little bit, but I am going to be off of voice chat. So I will
Sounds
talk
good,
to
my
y'all.
man.
Enjoy
Catch
your
you
little
later.
main.
All right.
Yes.
I will. Talk
So
to y'all later. Get ready for Mex.
Yep. See ya.
Max,
Max.
fucking Lancer, can't wait.
I see 2 other people in my party ready to go.
Oh yeah,
If-
because Cameron's a quitter.
I'll come join. I thought we had enough players that
I would join,
think
but I don't think I'll be any help.
All right, I'll come join, and I'll be
I don't
back.
know.
I
It
would
depends.
also
Do
join.
you die a lot?
Yes.
Eh.
If somebody's not
He's
carrying
the
my ass, I'll
liability.
die.
Mate, sorry,
Okay,
King,
I'm gonna spec in.
Oh,
what do I need to
uh,
spec in? Effluvia resistance.
Here,
I
I'll-
stole your spot. That's my bad. I can drop out.
No,
I
no,
can-
don't drop out.
Oh,
All right.
now we
if-
have 4.
If
We
If
got
you have
Osprey,
4
Belial, Tom, and me.
yeah, if
Alright.
you have 4, then don't worry about it. I'll just hang out. I don't want to
Oh.
hunt anyway.
I don't want to hunt anyway.
Hunting's overrated.
Mhm. Playing games is
Yes.
Anderson, I say that because Cameron can't quit anything if he tried.
Fuck you! I can quit if I want to.
I just don't want to.
I can quit anytime I want.
I just don't want it.
Oof. But yeah.
Oh man. Other non D&D TTRPGs.
Yeah, Tom's gonna be playing Lancer soon.
I'm playing Lancer soon. Oh.
Someone wanted to run Call of Cthulhu. I don't think that's happening anymore, but I'm still curious about it.
You think he'd pick up the phone?
So
Dad
stupid.
jokes for the
So stupid.
No, this is Patrick.
No, your name's Nate.
That was bad.
And then yeah, I want to run the Transformers TTRPG so I can finish that one out, see what people think about it, and after that, then maybe we have a group to run through like the thing, and then I'll start focusing on learning the Avatar rule set.
So when you say Avatar, you mean Blue Cat people?
No, The
No.
Last Airbender,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
the bad Avatar.
If you were a
Uh,
bender,
TTRPG
what would you be?
strictly based
Water.
off the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Water.
What?
Nice.
No, I'm kidding. It's not. It's based off the anime.
What's your bending element? I know Osprey just said water. What do you guys think?
It's like it's a personality test, right? It's like you're like why
Mm.
I guess Osprey, why did you pick water?
Because I really like water. I vibe a lot with water. I feel much better
Okay.
when I'm in the water.
Question mark?
So by that logic, I would pick all 4 and life.
Fuck off.
What are
Main-
you, Captain
main-
Planet?
energy bender.
Someone's
I'm-
someone's decided they're the main character.
Yeah. I guess if we're picking, I'll just be the Avatar or whatever, you know.
I'll just be the best one.
being the avatar is not allowed in this.
I think I would.
The Avatar cycle's broken anyway, so doesn't matter. There won't be another one.
I would. No, I don't think that's true. There's a new line.
Oh no,
after-
sorry. Yeah. They deleted the old ones, and now there's just it's starting over. That's
Yeah.
If I recall.
Yeah.
I think I'd either be rock or fire, but I don't know which one. So in terms of
am I alone that I've
personality,
never seen it? I've never seen Avatar.
Oh.
so there's I guess yeah. Let's talk about what each element represents.
Fire represents hot.
Fire is
It's basically imperialist Japan,
So does that
So-
mean water means wet?
or
What? Yeah. Water means wet and cold.
imperialist China. Osprey, go ahead.
so fire is passion, energy,
Anger.
drive,
The dark side.
Ambition.
a little bit of that. But and then you have like earth, which is firm,
Substance.
sturdy,
Unyielding.
like
Straightforward. I don't know.
and like air is kind of somewhere in kind of the calm, go with kind of accepting, I want to say.
Air is the path of least resistance, flexibility,
Yeah.
freedom. that kind of thing.
And water is about flow, nourishing. Try not to die.
I have not seen Avatar 2. Oh, that's what I should probably see. Well, yeah, okay.
While it's in theaters.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
good.
go to see that. I've been looking for an excuse to go to the theater around here, so maybe that's what I'll do.
Watch it in 3D.
It's
Yeah?
real good.
Alright. I'll go watch some blue cat people chat. I only
You
say
know
that
what?
because
Let's-
people are like, they're
let's
not
do-
cats, and I'm like,
Oh.
uh-huh.
Since I'm not hunting, why don't we just take a what would your bending power from Avatar be quiz?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know. I just don't react to anything.
Long ago,
You're
four
metal, right?
nations lived
I
in
am
harmony.
mad at that, yes.
Long
Which
ago, there
one
was-
is more important to you? Intellect, options, power, or freedom? Note, options and freedom apparently don't mean the same thing. I don't know how that's working.
You're free to choose two things. Which one do you think has the best secondary power?
Oh, okay. So, Earth has metal bending, fire has lightning bending, water has blood bending, and air has
Flight.
flight.
Pretty sure
Right.
it's just straight up flight.
I guess water, because blood bending.
You want to control people?
I'm just saying it's the out of the four types, it's the
It also
most-
simulates energy bending the closest as well.
yeah. Which this quiz, this fucking BuzzFeed, fuck you BuzzFeed, that shit sucks. I don't need like a shitty quiz. Give me like a decent quiz. What kind of bender? Oh, how stuff works. What kind of bender would you be in Avatar: The Last Airbender? It's another quiz. What do the four bending types represent?
Cameron's gonna get out on the dark side of Google soon.
Cameron's gonna.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Web.
Cameron's gonna get
So-
lost in a webpage and never
Razor
return.
Beast. High level view for those that are unfamiliar. Bending is the ability to manipulate an element and is significant to many aspects of life in the world of Avatar. There are 5 known bending arts, 4 of them bend a specific physical element, while the 5th bends the energy within the human body itself. Traditionally, the Avatar is the only one that does energy bending. Water bending, air bending. Air bending is the bending art used by the air nomads. The flying bison were the original airbenders. It concentrates on speed and evasion, foregoing a strong offense for greater defense. Though apparently lacking fatal finishing moves, it is the most dynamic of all the bending arts. As the element of freedom, airbenders use their capability to bend unencumbered by the ground or any other environmental factors and use their own momentum as a weapon, evading attacks with astounding agility to tire their opponents out. Blah, 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 blah. So that's airbending. The sub-skills of airbending are flight and spiritual projection. I forgot about spiritual projection. Airbending's opposite is earthbending and the confrontational style that serves it as its foundation. Waterbending is practiced by some people in the water tribe. A versatile element, it is unique in the sense that the original bender of the element was not an animal, but rather the moon. Similar to their element, waterbenders are extremely adaptable and versatile. Waterbending concentrates on the flow of energy, focusing less on strength and more on turning the opponent's own energy against them. While a bender's victory in battle depends on their skill or ingenuity, waterbenders gain a serious advantage or disadvantage depending on the amount of water around them. Although highly skilled waterbenders can draw water from anywhere, such as humidity from the air, and bend the water in living things, especially plants.
Mummies.
The opposite of waterbending is firebending, with its relatively stagnant direct philosophy. The subskills for waterbending are healing and bloodbending. Waterbending is the element of change, and its season is winter. Earthbending originates in the Earth Kingdom, and the first Earthbenders were badger moles. It demands a special connection with the Earth that is achievable with neutral
Jing.
neutral Jing, listening though seemingly doing nothing and waiting for the right moment to strike. Like waterbenders, earthbenders gain an advantage or disadvantage in battle based on the amount of earth around them, although the condition is not as extreme. Because their element's stability and its stress on neutral Jing, earthbenders stand their ground, absorbing or intercepting attacks until they completely overwhelm their opponents. Unlike other bending arts, earthbending strength equally lies in both offense and defense. Earthbending is in stark contrast to airbending, as airbending's emphasis on evasion and mobility, while earthbending's emphasis is on fortitude and strength. The subskills for earthbending are seismic sense, metal bending, and lava bending. Earthbending is the element of substance, and its season is spring. Going back up, airbending season was fall. The last one is firebending. Firebending is used by the people of Fire Nation and is the most aggressive bending art. Dragons were the first firebenders. They subsequently taught the Sun Warriors. For a long time, disciplines of firebending were taught to be fueled by hatred, as opposed to the original source. As the element of power, firebenders have to be able to maintain a constant source of energy and balance in battle, unleashing a volley of direct, successive attacks. Unlike other benders who depend on external sources of their elements to bend, firebenders can create fire using their internal heat source in addition to controlling already existing flames. Skilled firebenders are able to fly using powerful jets of flames. Due to its solar affinity, firebending is strongest during the day and at its full power at noon, but completely ineffective during a solar eclipse. When a comet passes close to the planet, the power of a firebender is greatly increased. Firebending's relatively simple and direct style contrasts with a changing style of waterbending. A notable feature of special firebenders is the ability to create a hotter blue fire. The sub-skills for firebending are combustion bending, generating and redirecting lightning. Firebending is the element of power, and its season is summer.
Technically, firebending also has flight. You just create jets of fire out of your feet or hands or both.
Yeah, it's like
That
Iron
came
Man
up.
flight.
Yeah.
I heard that get
So-
mentioned in the thing.
Yeah.
Osprey, you're water. Nate,
Yep.
what are you?
Earth. Definitely Earth. Earth is overpowered as shit. You get basically blind sense. You get like echolocation. You can
So,
metal bend shit so long as there's enough impurities, but not platinum apparently. I don't
so
know.
I want to point out that not everybody can, not all earthbenders can do the tremor sense.
Oh yeah.
And not all of them can do the metal or lava. Typically, if you
Yeah.
can do one, if you can do metal bending, you can't do lava bending, and vice versa. So, just to clarify.
Yeah, that's fine. Wrath of Rose is an Earth. Yep. I would agree that Cameron is fire.
Black Knight, what about you?
I'd say Earth.
He is
I don't
evil.
Hey, not like one thing I kind of like about the Legend of Korra is we get to see firebenders not all be evil a little more than we did in like even the good firebenders in the original ones were kind of overshadowed in some ways by the fact that, oh hey, the nation that is the source of firebenders basically in the set, like at the moment, is
There's like 3
evil.
good firebenders. There's Zhang
Yeah.
Zhang, there's
Iroh.
Iroh, and shit. I mean Zuko eventually, I guess. Spoilers. And then I feel like there was one other, but I don't remember who.
Was it? I think I saw like a Matt Pat thing on Korra is technically from fire.
No,
No,
so
she's
no,
water.
Korra originated in water, but before she was even like declared the Avatar, she had like figured out fire
3
and
out of
earth.
yeah, water, fire, and earth. She didn't do air bending very well.
yeah.
Whole first season is based off of her trying to learn air.
Wait, where'd it
Razor,
go?
what would your bending type be?
Probably fire, just because that's the way I live.
Way I live, passionate. Oh, we were at like 7%. Ah, shit, that snuck up on me real fast.
Nice.
No, I got stung by Vespa.
All right, now I got a fucking list of everyone's bending type to read through. Throw it in if you haven't already. Hi,
It's like
hello,
an
how are you today?
astrological sign.
Yeah, basically. Hi, hello, how are you today says Firebender. Rathel Rosa says Earthbender. She says I am a Firebender. Guns Pony says Earthbender. NoobTube says air. Interesting, NoobTube. Cheryl says, I think I'd be air. I'm a vegan. You know, that tracks.
Yeah,
that
that's-
actually is literally Aang's thing too, so that makes sense.
Finn and Poe says air. Shanice says earth. Cheryl says, I think Cameron would be a metal bender, so earth bending. Shanice
He does
says,
bend you to
I
his
think
will.
Cameron is adaptable, so like water. Basically, what we are saying that I am the Avatar. I appreciate it, everyone. Someone.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna pick
Hey,
for
nice.
myself air. So then with that, I've got all 4. Perfect.
So, another thing I want to say about me doing waterbending, my favorite season is also winter. I also prefer night to day, and like literally my favorite place to relax. Almost all of my favorite places to relax are related to water. So,
There you go.
also the fighting style seems more my thing too. Like I like the idea of doing the redirection stuff.
I knew I would be an earthbender because my favorite planet to live on is Earth.
Out.
Boo. I think statistically, most of the population are like those that are benders. I think the earthbenders are like the most populous.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Okay.
thinks-
Henderson says, I don't know which, but I've been told I give off water before. I mean, we don't know each other well enough for me to have a prediction, but I could see that. I do very much feel like it's like astrology, where it's like whatever you're feeling today is your horoscope. Guns Pony, Cameron could be an airbender. He's all about freedom to do what he wants, kind of follows his whims. Thank you, Guns Pony. I am indeed the Avatar.
I would say he might get a whim to think of something and then pursues it dogmatically and
direct
systematically. Yes.
Yeah. I think
And then makes it everybody else's problem too.
So in that way, I am very much, I think, like old school Fire Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun little thought experiment. It's definitely like when we run the system, I'm still trying to convince Scotty to run it so I don't have to run it. But I know he's a little shy about GMing, so I'll probably end up running it.
So,
but yeah, I want to do Avatar, and then I want to do the Dragon Prince.
I feel like I'm kind of at a really good stopping point for tonight, actually.
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
that sounds good.
Yeah. I kind of didn't want to cut
Would make
things.
the thumbnail come true.
Yeah, I kind of didn't want to cut things short, but my next thing is yet another expedition, and I do have to get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yo.
Oh yeah. Call it a night.
So
For sure.
yeah.
We'll call this one here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good chat, everyone.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
man.
Yep.
Always good. Always good time.
If you're in the Discord, go into general chat and declare me the Avatar.
No, don't do that.
I'm the
Avatar.
Avatar, and you got to deal with it.
Avatar by right of declaration.
Nope, not how it works.
Yeah,
But-
they picked the Avatar like they picked the Dalai Lama. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
balance to the elements, like Darth Vader brought balance to the Force.
All right, so I'm gonna have us go off stream so Cameron can stop telling everybody that he's the Avatar. So, anyways, see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
everybody.